Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. Last time we started, we recently figured out that the Deferans were having an issue with the Breen Confederacy. So we're going to start out with this aiding the Deferi mission and segue on into the next mission out in the cold. So let's talk to Ambassador Sura here, find out what they need us to do to help them out, and move on from there. We ask for your assistance in dealing with the Breen. Our humble peacekeeping forces are no match for their weaponry. Travel to several Deferi locations and provide any needed assistance. You just feel that sigh. I'm sorry. It's like, why do I do this? Okay, Deferi Outpost 3, Deferi Patrols, and Kelvani Belt. Okay, let's go to Deferi Outpost 3 first. Yeah. Or contact the Deferi Patrol. It's already right there. Borg Juggernaut 001, we are under attack. If there are any Starfleet vessels in range, you must respond to our location immediately. Our shields are failing, and we need help. The Deferi's Destructor. Oh, sorry, you're laughing. Made sweet and sour meatballs with rice noodles and instead. Dang, that sounds good. Sounds real good. Sir, I'm picking up multiple distress signals from Deferi ships. There's a transport convoy under attack by the Breen. Captain, the Deferi ships are lightly armed, and they do not have the defenses to withstand a prolonged Breen assault. Recommend that we intercept and engage. Thank you, Borg Juggernaut 001. There are more ships in our convoy who need your help. My vessel doesn't have much in the way of phasers, but I will follow your lead and provide any assistance I can. May you always be in balance, honored friend. Another couple of ones assimilated. Like, I want rice, I want noodles. Dad suggests mashed potatoes because he takes whatever he got. Both Mom and I were like, no, no. So you went treasure hunting. Scanners aren't picking up any life signs, Captain. However, there are several cargo containers in the ship's hold that are intact and salvageable. Your order, sir? We cannot thank you enough for your timely assistance. The increasing Breen attacks in our shipping routes are making it increasingly difficult to supply our colony worlds. Without your assistance, many would perish. You have our gratitude. Captain, I'm not detecting any additional Breen vessels in this area. The Deferi transport is safe for now. However, it is clear that the Breen mean to disrupt Deferi ship traffic in this area, and if the new Deferi colonies are cut off from shipments from the homeworld, dozens could die. The colonies need regular deliveries of food, personnel, equipment, and medical supplies if they are to prosper. I will notify Starfleet Command of our engagement here. Perhaps they can route regular patrols to the system to protect the Deferi. We could resume our original course on your command, sir. I'm actually glad I didn't overcook the rice noodles too. Dad doesn't like el dente pasta, which you can't cook rice pasta beyond el dente because it becomes mush. But I did manage to get it past the point for Dad's liking, and it wasn't a mush ball in the pot. Eesh. Alright, Deferi Outpost 3. Deferi Outpost 3 is an orbital station built by the Deferi to service and supply colony ships on their way to the worlds in the Kelvani Belt. Largest of the Deferi space stations, Outpost 3 has a population of 450 people, with an additional 20 miners living on ships permanently assigned to collecting the ore from the outlying asteroids. These are loading pretty quick. We have arrived at Deferi Outpost 3, Captain. Scans indicate a Breen task force has formed a blockade around the station, but they are not blocking sensors or communications. Incoming hail from Outpost Administrator Ferdig, sir. Do you want me to put it on the main view screen? On screen. Borg Juggernaut 001. This is Administrator Ferdig. We are in need of Starfleet assistance. The Breen have formed a blockade around the outpost. I fear they mean to hold us until we surrender. Please, you must help us. Yo! Frozen Waffle Sauce! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Alright, let's break the blockade. Interesting. I was unaware that the Borg's Juggernaut 001 was in the sector. Last I'd heard, you were assigned to a meaningless scientific study in an extremely uninteresting area of the quadrant. Have you received a promotion, or are you here to study gaseous anomalies? Thank you! Appreciate you for coming in. Starfleet has no jurisdiction here. If you value the lives of these weaklings and the continued survival of your crew, you will leave this system immediately. Yeah, I'm assimilating your asses. Let's go for the warship. Now you will all be assimilated. Ha 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 ha! Frosty shot out was. Come in. Okay. It's a very blue part of space. Gotcha. Well, we didn't get a full simulation set, but we at least got one. It's weird that it splits them into multiples anyway, but you just started playing Star Trek Online like 3 days ago? Nice. It's not bad for a fairly old MMO. It has its problems, of course, but not too bad. Gonna buy a pack or something, but I don't know enough about the game at all to even know which one to buy. What can I recommend? I don't know. What kind of which kind of pack were you thinking about looking at? I might have suggestions or recommendations for or against, because not every pack is worth getting. No idea? I would probably hold off then. Let's go after this cruiser. Might want to wait up by pack until you know you're into the game for a long haul. If you're going to quit in a few months, I wouldn't say. Yeah, exactly. Bell has the right idea. Brand new, still learning. I'm only up to level 25. Really do like the cruiser with phaser beams, though. Are you playing Federation? Yeah, you went Discovery Fed? Nice. So the Federation is really good early game content. So what the Federation gets after a certain point, you can do these planetary patrols. So at some point in time, what you want to do is, like, in most of the Beta Quadrant and about, like, the lower half of the Alpha Quadrant, visit every planet, and you'll see a thing that says patrol. Now, not every patrol is quote-unquote a standard, like, grindable patrol. Some of them are part of the story, so be aware that some missions, and those planets will have like a little icon, and you'll see 2 patrols on even some of those. But it's like throwback content for when the game used to be kind of like exploratory. But do those patrols, you will level up so fast, and you will get to level 65, or you'll get to level 60. Yeah, 65. Like in no time. So if you want to level up quickly, do those patrols as you find them. Klingon factions, it's a little bit harder to do that with, but they get more in-game content that they help with. You get a lot of ships and stuff just by playing the game through quests and events, yeah. Yeah, I've had a few patrols, decent drops in XP. Yeah, exactly. Definitely do the episodes. The stories are great. The stories get even more epic as you go. Though it always feels like there's always some threat threatening the galaxy. Just been doing the episode quest so far, and last mention for Romulan Mystery. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, where's the last of them? They hiding behind the asteroid? Yeah, they're hiding behind the asteroid. Kefka, it's decades-long bet of the game. You've been brought to the foundry thing where he gets whatever the consistency that you get from using real money, so much a month. So let's say you're right price to get help. Yeah, if you have any questions about the game, please feel free to ask. Go ahead and hit him with this. I think it's, well, quite, but I think I can defeat him fast enough to get a full assimilation set. I think at one point he was running 3 armadas. Yes, yes, this is true. Well, fleets, but my main fleet was the main fleet in the armada, which is alliance of guilds. I've since long stepped down from that position, but it's still running. I don't know how active it is. It's just been kind of there. Like I just noticed I had an email. Somebody was asking me, "Is like, hey, I've contributed all these resources. How do I get a promotion?" And and I had to direct them to the current leader, though I don't even know how active he is. But apparently he pops on every once in a while to play new content, so hopefully he'll get it. Yeah, it was fleets. Fleets are the equivalent of guilds, and the Armada is basically an alliance of guilds. The other two fleets either went back to their original owners. The second fleet that I was in charge of, I appointed somebody else to lead that as fleet as well. It was the third fleet that went back to the original owner. Okay. That is a disintegrated Breen ship. Avoid lockboxes in your first Z-Store ship. Purchase something you like the looks of. If you get into purchasing ships for DPS, that's a deep rabbit hole, so be aware of your wallet's limits. Very true. Very well. Yes. I fully agree with that. Was it the third? I'm trying to remember, and I remember the one person finished college and was able to play again. Yes. So in our Armada, United Federation Space Coalition, that was my main fleet. That was the one that I inherited and then basically built from almost ground up to full completion. UFSC Gaia Division was another fleet that I inherited, and that one's not complete, but it was mostly complete, and then I gave that over. And I want to say it was Federation Security Initiative. I think that was the one that I ran while their fleet admiral went to college. And then when they came back, I was ready to give it back because I'm like, I don't want to run 3 fleets. But I kept it going while they were in college. Alright. We thank you for continuing to honor your promises to my people. If there are any supplies that you need, please talk with Officer Mela on the station and we will provide what we can. All things in balance, all things in time. Okay, where's the station? This is not the station. Oh, there's the station, okay. You're also ready to retire from the game. Which I did. I retired for quite a long time. Though I was still popping in to play the newest content because it takes forever for new content to come out. But other than that, you know, the only reason I'm playing this is because somebody requested that I play through the full game. And I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the nostalgia trip. Okay. Welcome to Outpost 3. In addition to our humble list of goods, we are willing to barter for supplies that will aid our colonies or help defend against the Breen. We are always willing to barter for anything that help us defend ourselves from the Breen. Why do the Breen attack your transports? It is uncertain. When the Breen arrived, they began intercepting shipments to this outpost. However, they rarely take anything. More often, they kill or kidnap our crews. The loss of life is more troublesome to us than the lack of supplies, but the disruption in shipments has made our work here doubly difficult. Whatever the Breen are after, they have not found it. Many on the outpost are convinced they simply intend to drive us away. Let's see, it's a store, industrial energy shells, medical supplies. We could buy some. Actually, am I sitting on any before I buy a crap ton of it? No, we'll go ahead and buy some. Since we get them cheaper than making them ourselves. Okay. Okay, Outpost 3 security. Outpost 3 relies on 4 nearby security arrays to extend sensor range and provide traffic control. The Breen have taken to disabling their arrays to prey on inbound transports. Repair the security arrays. Okay. Alright, let's start with this one over here. Whoa, we just totally flew through that. Are you inside the... Are you kidding me? It's just a fighter, but they're inside... They plugged into the satellite. Crazy, man. Well, that works. One. Second one is over here. There it is. Hard to see everything against all this blue. It's giving you a lazy eye. I might need to fix it on the next break. Okay. Actually, I might be able to... What the fuck? Okay, I don't know. Let's see if maybe rubbing that. Swing Kefka looks the fuck, I told you! Come, my assimilated children. We go to do some more fuckery. There it is. Ship is under attack. Casually clip through the satellite, no big deal. one more, I believe.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Behold the power of the Borg! Big bad bunny Borg. And complete. I don't think I need to talk to him again. I just do it and I get the rewards. But I'll double check. Oh yeah. Thank you for repairing the security arrays. They should keep our transport safe for the time being. You're welcome. Alright, let's scoot and do the next Stream Raiders battle. So as I was explaining to someone in chat, the reputation system can be found in your character tab, of which you have all these: Discovery, Task Force Omega, New Kara, New Romulus, and you get these by doing the various TFOs or raids to get. So you were talking about the Terran, so that would be the Terran Task Force. So you can spend those to upgrade your Terran Task Force efforts, which this gets you experience in the reputation so that you can purchase those, so you can get your level up. And as you level up, you unlock new traits, you unlock new equipment, gear that you can use, things like that. So if I want to head for beams, I'd want Terran marks, right? It depends. So there are various energy types in the game. There are so many energy types. You have phasers, disruptors, plasmas, tetrion, polaron, antiproton. I think those are the main ones. I'm trying to think of the list. So let me explain that. Let me put that away. So the Star Trek wiki will definitely be your friend for plotting out, building, things like that. So I'm going to pull up the energy weapon on the STO wiki, which is the different damage types. So you have the baseline is you have phaser, disruptor, plasma, polaron, tetrion, and antiproton. There is an other category, but those are usually like variety. And of course, the basic ones have their basic effects. So, oh my god, where's the thing? Hang on, let me go back. Damage type. So for the energy weapons, you have your phaser beams, Basic phaser beams have a chance to shut down a random subsystem. So there's a 2.5% chance each time the weapon fires that it'll disable a subsystem for 5 seconds. Disruptor, its we call these procs. Their proc chance is minus 10% damage resistance debuffed on the enemy for a few seconds. Tetrion or Plasma does a damage over time effect of the same energy type. Tetrion, where the fuck is it? Tetrion does additional damage to shields. Polaron drains the power subsystems of the ships, and Anti-Proton has a bonus critical severity. And then there's also Proton, which is kind of a weird category. They're not. It's kind of a niche weapon, but they do extra 50% chance on critical to deal additional proton damage, and it's based on exotic damage types. Now I say this because there are so many variations to this. Because you could have, like the Terrans. The Terrans have withering phasers, which let me pull that up real quick. Withering phaser. There's so many different, or withering disruptors. There's withering disruptors, or agony phasers. There's so many different types, but for example, this withering disruptor is like, okay, it's a disruptor, right? Well, this one also it does a stack of withering radiation, which does damage over time effect. So depending on the different variations of these, it'll have what's known as a different proc, and so you can look at them. For another example, okay, the standard anti-protons give you a plus 20% critical severity. It means it does more damage on a crit. A variation of that is the Baul anti-proton, which its proc is, instead of doing that plus 20% critical severity, it ricochets and chains to a nearby enemy ship, and it does slightly less damage, but it's like chain lightning. You can hit other attacks. So there are hundreds there are hundreds of these different damage types, and one of the ways to get variations on a damage type is through the reputation system. So you'll really want to take your time, look at the different reputations, what they offer up, and see if that's something you like to do. Each weapon variation is going to be based on those main energy types: phaser, disruptor, plasma, tetrion, polaron, antiproton. So pick an energy type that you like, because your energy type will also depend on your build stuff, your build strategy, because most build strategies revolve around buffing one of those energy types. Like I could go over to my main account, and I have a very phaser focused build, so most of my extra ship items are based around buffing phaser. Like, I'm playing my Borg character here, and of course I have bonus to plasma energy weapon damages, even though I'm using the assimilated plasma instead of the regular plasma. So the assimilated plasma, as you can see here from this tooltip, restores my hull for each second and improves my damage by 2.5%. It's still a plasma weapon, so I still get buffs from items that boost plasma energy damage. So it'll just take doing a little bit of research, finding what niche you like, pick an energy type that you like, whether it's because of the visuals, because of the effect, and then once you decide on an energy type, like if you like phasers, look for items that boost phasers, and then over time, just take a look at some of the other phaser variants to see if you like what they use. And then see what you need to do to get them. There are variants scattered throughout the game. Reputation is a great way to get some of the variants. Doing missions is another way to get several of the variants. There are a lot of variants in lockboxes, unfortunately. But the good thing about that is that you can always sell things from lockboxes in the in-game exchange. So if you get your energy credits up, check out the exchange. You might be able to find somebody that's selling them. And sometimes they're surprisingly affordable. Other times, you're going to have to grind. So just be aware of that as well. So many options, and I'm like 12 years late to the game. Yeah. But on the upside, you have plenty of directions to go on what kind of theme that you want to go for. At the end of the day, have fun with it. There's a lot of people... Scotty! Thank you for the carrots. There's a lot of people that are going to tell you, oh, DPS is king, DPS... There's enough people out there DPS changing. DPS changing is great. Worry about that shit last. Worry about that shit last. Go with something that looks cool, feels cool, you have a lot of fun with. Everybody's! And go from there. That's my best advice for it. Like, I do a lot of meme builds. I have so many characters, and after a while I just did meme builds, and some of them are surprisingly effective. So, go with that. I feel like I'm in a J.G. Wentworth commercial. If your gameplay is how you want it. And I want it right now! But yeah, there's so many things that you can do. I mean, hell, there's not a Borg faction in the game, and I can literally, by collecting all the items that you need for it, basically play a Borg. Go wild with it. Have fun. You know, you wanna build a build that looks and feels like you're a Discovery Federation captain. Go with Discovery Federation. You want to get an alien ship and throw on all kind of weird space magic and pseudoscience crap on it. Do that. You know, have fun is at the end of the day, because the missions scale and go with you, so it works fine. I'll just focus on patrols when finishing them in episodes till you work your way up. Yeah. You won't really be able to really stretch your legs out when it comes to doing crazy builds till you're level 65 anyway. Well, really level 50, but level 65 everything will be completely opened up to you. And yeah, those patrols are a fantastic way to level up. It's an easy way to level up. They don't take very much time at all. You get a chunk of experience. They're just a little old. They're just a little old, and do not reflect how the game actually gets, because the episodes, the missions, get really freaking cool after a while. Alright, let's head to the Kelvani Belt and finish this out. And then we'll go ahead and do this mission and put a pin in this segment of the episode. Or maybe we'll call this part of the episode and we'll do the next episode after a short break. Alright, the Kelvani Belt is the main source of income for off-world Deferi, and the metals and ores harvested there are being sold throughout the quadrant by Deferi and Ferengi brokers. Surveys deeper into the belt have found several habitable worlds, and the Deferi are sending colony ships to these planets to start off-world colonies that are in balance with their surroundings. Oh, okay. We have arrived at the location of a Deferi distress beacon within the Kelvani Belt, Captain. There is a small settlement on this planetoid that appears to have been attacked recently. Recommend that we scan for life signs, sir. I'm right next to it. Why can't I scan it? Our scans appear to have triggered a transphasic beacon and activated a minefield around the planetoid. Multiple green vessels dropping out of warp at our location. It's a trap! Oh, what a waste. But being a gay furry, the tardigrade was the best. Oh, you can get the tardigrade as a pet in the game. And you can get one as a combat pet as well. And it slaps. Yeah, you saw the pets, and I was like, spending money. Be sure to check online for like redemption codes and things, because you might be able to get one for free. Alright, assimilated that ship. I do like the Discovery phaser visuals though. I had to go for it on my main, especially since there's a sensor link version that plays really well into DPS builds. Assimilated too, yeah! Full assimilation. Let's get this warship. Woo! Almost flew past him. To Star Trek Online's credit, they really did, when new content started coming out in the Star Trek universe, they did their best to try to keep up. But it became quickly clear that it was kind of a losing fight, because they would add new episodes to the game and then immediately have to retcon them because of something else that happened in one of the newer contents. Like, for example, I don't know if you've seen Star Trek Picard. Well, let me ask that first, because there's spoilers. Well, I won't say why. Yeah, like 5 times over now. Okay. I won't say why, but Hugh, who first appeared in The Next Generation, Hugh was in the game as a Starfleet officer on one of the one of the star bases. And I won't say why they had to remove him. But after Star Trek Picard, he was no longer able to be a character on a Starfleet space station. So they replaced him with a generic NPC, and I was a little sad about that. He was so handsome. Hang on while I wipe up the drool. He really was. Well, the actor is, I should say. Fighters. I want to get the Borg simulator so bad. But I'm not willing to grind lockboxes for it. Or grind the 2 billion or 3 billion energy credits it would take to purchase it outright, but I should actually check and see if the prices come down. Maybe I'll do that after this mission. But being a tier 6 lockbox ship, I imagine it's still going to be ridiculously expensive. It would have to absolutely suck for the price to come down, so I imagine it's still prohibitively expensive. And I just don't have time to do that kind of EC grind. I'm on max difficulty, and I'm still just absolutely wiping the floor with these guys. As I should be as the Borg. Right. Let's go check on that station. It is unfortunate that we arrived too late to prevent this unwarranted bloodshed. We will need to inform the Deferi ambassador that another settlement has fallen to the Breen. There are no additional Breen vessels on short-range scans. We are ready to depart on your command, Captain. Well, I think I can go back in here. Technically, they will have resorted. Yeah, I have to come back in here. Because I'm not quite done. Like, I can go back in here, they'll have the station reset, and I think I can pick up some supplies and take it back to that outpost. I've received reports from Administrator Ferdig and the patrol forces that all is well, for now. Alright, let me summon a freighter. Alright. Borg simulator. Well, it has come down in price. It's still 1,345 energy credits, though. Fuck that. I probably could do that if I did a couple of months of grinding, but no. Thanks, G! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. If I can keep up with the events in the event campaign and get to and fill this out, I will eventually be able to get it. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just got to keep up with the current event. Welcome aboard, Dice G. Let's roll through the stars together. All right, let's visit the mining facility. They should have repopulated it by now. Alright. It's back on track. Actually, let me check something. I always wonder if it only spawns. It's such a rare spawn. No. It's just a rare frickin' spawn. There's a commendation you can get for destroying all of the Breen flagships. So one of them spawns here, but it's such a low spawn chance that I question if the mechanic even works anymore. Am I not able to talk to these guys anymore? How close do I have to be? I don't think it works. Okay. Well, we tried. We checked. There used to be a daily mission you could do where you could bring supplies. Unless it's unavailable. Hang on, let me check that real quick. No, maybe after the next mission. Well, for those of y'all watching on YouTube, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So Star Trek Online will be Monday and some Friday, or Wednesday and some Fridays. So be sure to come by sometime. For those of us on Twitch, I'm going to take a quick break here, and we're going to run this next Stream Raiders battle. And for y'all on YouTube, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!